Hello, welcome to JIBRIN Angle on Oweleke TV. My name is JIBRIN, and this is my angle. Let me share a picture. I'll be speaking on this picture because this picture actually personifies the Nigerian system, the Nigerian corrupt system, the Nigerian depraved system, the Nigerian unusual and irrational system, how the system works. Okay, let me share this video, not video, sorry, this picture, and we'll talk about it. Okay, can you see this picture? Yeah, on my left side, my left hand is immediate past governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, and my right hand, on my right hand is Barrister Dele Farotimi. These are two different personalities on opposite sides of the coin. When I say opposite sides of the coin, one is on the black side of the list, and the other one is on the white side of the list. One is on the corrupt side of the list, while the other one is of the innocent part of the list. So these two pictures are completely different from each other. Now we have Yahaya Bello, who is a confirmed, the court have not confirmed that. I'm going to be reckless right now because when it comes to corruption, I am always reckless. I will continue to be reckless. I'll always apply a part of law that says, what do you call it? That actually acknowledges circumstantial evidences or evidence. So I am that kind of, I'm from that school of thought. I always apply when it comes to corruption. I don't hold back anything. That's just the truth. So Yahaya is a confirmed criminal. He's a hoodlum. He's an embezzler. He's a thief. He's a common thief. He's an area boy. Just look at that picture. I think I made a monologue last week on this, where I actually featured a video of how Yahaya Bello was ushered into the court. This is one of the videos. This picture actually was derived, I'm very sure was this one. My manager sent me this picture. Because this is exactly what he was putting on that video. So it's that with the EFCC officials behind him. He is actually this picture was called out of that video, and that is it. And that video says it all. I made a monologue of this same issue because I saw the way the entrance of Yahaya Bello. He was ushered into the court as a king. This is a criminal, for God's sake. Someone who stole our money, someone who behaved like an area boy, behaved irresponsibly, evaded the law, and became a fugitive. He did everything that is and that was to be done, except being legal. That is just what this man, his actions and attitude has personified. Yet his entrance, the escort around him, the environment, this man poses no danger to the public, for God's sake. Yet the entire arena of the court was cordoned with by the security agencies and with a whole lot of paraphernalia of security. wasting our money, because it takes money to do such, to actually organize such kind of cordoning. Now, he was ushered into the court, even inside the court, he was treated as a king. People, including lawyers, the so-called lawyers, where everybody was struggling to actually have a handshake with him. Now, juxtapose this picture with the one on my right hand, which is Dele Farotimi, a respected lawyer, human rights activist, civil rights activist, public rights activist. A man that is supposed that is of the people, actually is part of us. He may not be poor, but he is part of us, because everything about him personifies simplicity of the common man. That is just the reality. Now look at him in handcuffs. What did he do? He only accused someone of corrupting the court, which is the accusation. I don't know much about it. I'm not sure about if Baba Feo Balola did it, but corruption of the court is 100% true. That is the truth. Now juxtapose it with this criminal that is actually being ushered into court in grand style as a king. A criminal. Look at the way he's smiling. Just look at his face. You can just see that aura and that countenance of, I am in charge. I am in control. You guys are beneath me. And that is it's just written all over his face. A face of arrogance and pride. Juxtapose it with that of Dele Farotimi, for God's sake. A man that is supposed to be honored, respected. But here we are, because of the Nigerian system. That is it, the system we operate. The system of depravity and corruption. The system of lies. The system where we celebrate criminals, fraudsters, both internet and political fraudsters, economic fraudsters. The system where we celebrate presidents and vice presidents and ministers who are corrupt, who amass stupendous wealth for themselves and their cronies. The system where we celebrate senior military officials who embezzles our money. The system where we celebrate contractors who take money from the government for specific contracts, yet never executing these contracts. That is the system. This such system celebrates such people. This is the kind of people our Nigerian system celebrates. And people like Dele Farotimi are treated like a trash. They are treated with utmost disdain and despise. They are treated with utmost disrespect and disrepute. They are shamed and embarrassed and harassed and oppressed. What kind of system is this? What kind of country are we? Why is Nigeria and Nigerians always doing things irrationally, in abnormal fashion, in a way that is not seen in other climes? Why are we always doing the reverse of things? We are always reversing instead of moving forward. Retrogression instead of progression. That's exactly what we are doing in Nigeria. And that is because of the leadership that we have. I don't say they force themselves, or we entrench this leadership, because if we did not allow them, they will not get there. This so-called establishment, corrupt establishment that have entrenched this corrupt system, that have embedded that the system that have embedded in us a corrupt psychic as well. For God's sake, when can we say enough is enough? Of course, we allow them to be there. If we do not allow them to be there, no matter the money, no matter how many tanks they send out against us, if we do not allow them to get there, they will not get there. So it is our fault that these people are treating us as slaves. It is entirely our fault, because we have failed to take our law, to take our destinies into our hands. And until and unless we do that, this is exactly such shenanigans are what will remain the prevailing factor in the Nigerian state. It is so unfortunate. It is so unfortunate that we have to continue in this way. We do not have to. We do not want to. We don't. We shouldn't. We have to do something about this. We have to reverse course. The time has come. Our breaking point is now. It is not tomorrow. Our breaking point is far overdue. Our government has taken us to that breaking point long ago. So our breaking point right now is on overdrive. It's an overdrive. It is time for us to act and do the needful. And the needful, as I've always preferred, are two options. One, the military. The military should take over. Now, the military I'm talking about, don't get me wrong. The top military brass or echelon, they are as corrupt as politicians, if not even worse. And that is why politicians are using that to bribe them. They don't even, have you ever had any military man under EFCC investigation? Have you ever had any military officer under military officer or his government, his administration under scrutiny by any security agency? Or have you ever had any politician actually questioning the budget of the military, how they spend their budget? Have you ever had, even at the National Assembly level and other local levels of government, where people actually demanded or requested, let's be respectful, not demand, they are supposed to demand actually, but let's even use it mildly. Request for accountability from the military establishment or military institution? Of course, you will not hear that. You know why? Because that is bribery. The political class are bribing the military to keep them, to make them remain in the barracks and not to come out against them. Now, that is my point. That top military, the two solutions I'm talking about, the top military brass are out of the question. What I am talking about are military intervention, just like the Awka coup. Now, get me wrong, Awka coup, I have mixed feelings about Awka coup. I was against what he intended to do by separating the country, pushing away some states out of Nigeria. That was completely offline. I think he was on drug when he did that nonsense. I think so. Other than that, his intention, that coup, the entire team, the planning, the intention, their mission was to actually deal with the corruption under then General Babangida. And that is the type of military team. Junior, I think Oka was a major. Yes, major down. You've not seen your senior colonel who are rednecks, especially lieutenant colonel. Lieutenant colonel down. Some lieutenant colonels too are in the top. They are just some of them, though not all. Major down. Just what we had during Okaku. Such thing can replicate itself. We need a purposeful, not criminal, rapacious military officers. No, We need military officers who are just like the Angiwa Umars, who are the Hamid Alis, who are like the Hamid Alis, who are like who again or whatever. Mention them. Them Jafari Isa. We used to have military officers who are very, very professional and who are not into bogus lifestyle, who do not believe in mundane things of life. These are the type of military officers we are asking for. So that is the first option. They should take over and correct this insanity. The second option is what nobody wants to get to, which is a revolution. You know, in Nigeria, we have, like I said, our breaking point has been long overdue. So whenever we react, if we react, and we will definitely react. Of course, it is not if, it is when. When we react, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be palatable. It is not something I or anyone wants to experience, because nobody wants violence. Violence will affect everybody. It will affect me. It will affect everybody, our relations. It will affect people directly or indirectly to us. So we don't want that. But in our case, it will become, if the military do not take over, that's the second option, it will become an inevitable evil or necessary evil. Yes, necessary evil, because that is the kind of revolution that can really, really turn things around in a very dramatic way. In a very positively dramatic way. These are the two options. So it is time for us to do the needful. We have to stop these shenanigans. We have to stop these drug lords. We have to stop these criminals, these embezzlers. We have to stop these fraudsters. We have to stop all these parading themselves, criminals parading themselves as our presidents, vice presidents, ministers, directors, permanent secretaries, the executive secretaries, managing directors, CEOs, local government chairmen, governors, commissioners, all of them. We have to send a message across to them. It is expedient. It is necessary. It has become extremely important at this point. And this is my angle.